Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Beyond Whiskey with Perez. I'm your boy Perez. Happy Thanksgiving. That's when you'll be watching this. So, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're enjoying time with friends and family and watching football or whatever it is you do on Thanksgiving. I hope you have a great time. So, for Thanksgiving, I'm doing a special video. Blood Oath Pact 8. I'm going to do a little tasting, a little review. I'm going to move the box out of the way now that you see this. This is this year's Blood Oath from Luxrow. Master Distiller John Remp calls it Blood Oath because Pact 8, well, Oath Pact 8, he's made a pact or an oath to never tell you where they sourced the bourbon from. So he made an oath to never say. So that's where the name came from. It is a mixture of 14-year-old high rye bourbons, 11-year-old high rye bourbons, and an 8-year-old high rye bourbons, aged in Calvados casks. And Calvados is a apple brandy from the Normandy section of France. Things you learn with a little Google search. So I've had past blood oaths, but it's my first time trying this year's, and I figured, why not do it with you? So let's get into this. This is a 49.3% alcohol by volume, so 98.6 proof. Every single release of Blood Oath is that particular proofage. They like to keep it right there. So let's get into it. Let's jump right in. I'm gonna go with the nose. When I opened this bottle to pour this, it was very pungent. Like I could smell it almost immediately. But I haven't done more. I'm really curious to see where this is gonna go because the first initials were very interesting. It smelled really good. All right, so that smells awesome. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This smells really good. There is some ethanol on the nose. It actually smells a little more than you would think of with a 98.6 proofage. Um, very very heavy on the apple aspect of the nose. So do you get that? I mean, it aged into apple brandy. It's really coming through on the nose with this. There's some other nice sense of other fruits, almost like a pear. Almost yeasty too, almost like a biscuit. All right, this smells fantastic. Let's get right into the taste of this. Cheers. Salute. What's the Irish one?
Cilantro.
Sriracha. That's it right there. It's a nice color too. It's nice and dark. Got that dark amber. Initial tastes. It's got it's got a nice sweetness to it. Um, the apple that you get on the nose, you're definitely getting on the palate, along with a sweetness. Um, Almost some cinnamon. You got some cinnamon in there. Uh, you got a long finish. It's definitely spreading a little bit right through here. Almost some hints of honey. I gotta take another sip of this. Okay, so right there, second taste. I'll let this air for a second. Second taste, you get a lot of nutmeg, definitely some cinnamon. I'm getting apple. It's kind of thick. It's got a real nice mouthfeel, but it's kind of thick, um, almost yeasty. It's the best way I can describe this right now is apple pie, but in alcohol form. This is damn tasty. You could definitely get, because it's a high rye bourbons that they use, definitely get some of that rye spice on the taste. Um, it's just sweet and spicy and apple and cinnamon and fantastic. That's what this is. And I got it for a pretty good price. I don't really know what the MSRP is. I've been seeing them for like 200. I've seen them for higher. And then I think we got this for like buck 50, buck 30.
I don't remember.
It was around that. So it was about what I've seen at some other places that the price made sense to me. Um, I've seen it other more expensive other places than where I bought it. Um, so this was a good buy in my opinion. Value value with what I'm drinking and what I spent for it. Absolutely, I have no issues with what I spent on this because it was not outrageous. Um, one more sip. Let's go back in. Oh wow! Now you're getting a lot of that spice from the rye. There's something in the back end that I can't quite put my finger on. Um, the apple's still there, the cinnamon's still there. Tiny hints of honey that I was getting on the nose. Um, something in the back end I can't put my fingers on, but it tastes excellent. I hate when it happens. There's something that just nagging at you. You can't put your finger on it. Um, I'm not even gonna put water in this. I'm not even gonna see how the water will change this because I might just drink this neat. I lied. I'm gonna put some water in it. See how that changes the palate. Put a drop or two in there. Let's get this mixed up a little bit right here. If you guys have had this, tell me what you think in the comments. I'm curious to know what you were getting off of it. All right, so with the water, the apple's kind of muted now. But it's bringing forth some more of that, the yeasty properties that I was smelling before, almost the biscuity properties. Nutmeg's a little heavier there. Some cinnamon, definitely on the nose. A little more of the honey's been brought out. But the apple's been tamed a little bit. All right, let's get this in. Oh, wow. Wow. Water completely changed the taste. Now I'm getting hints of apple, but a lot more of cinnamon and heavy influences of pepper and mixed with honey. That's completely different with the water in it. That's this is one of the most dramatic changes I've had in a bourbon with adding some water to it. That's very interesting. Still excellent. I normally like my bourbon with a rock or two. This may be one. that I don't put any rock or two in it. I kind of prefer it without the water. It's still damn delicious. Don't get me wrong. Um, but I kind of prefer the flavors I'm getting without the water. One last sip here. And just like that, it's gone. Another thing the water did was it still coat your mouth. It was not as thick as it was, obviously. It's not as biscuity. And the finish isn't quite as long. Still get that hug, so to speak, but it's definitely more peppery, honey, cinnamon, little bits of nutmeg. Not bits, a little bit. Yeah, little bits of nutmeg in there. It'd be weird. Um, this is tasty. So I'll be curious to know, what did you guys think? Have you had it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? How much did you spend? Give me all the deets. I'm curious. So that, ladies and gentlemen, Blood Oath Pack 8 from Lux Row. That's our review. I appreciate you joining me tonight. Uh, like I always say, I love most of you.
And I love the rest of you.
Listen in.